I think a good place to begin with Joy Kills Sorrow is the name. It sounds a little jarring at first, and I have to admit, I found it that way at first. But it has to do with, they took their name from the radio station WJKS, where Joy Kills Sorrow. And this was a radio station that years ago where the Monroe brothers played music. And so it's in honor of those guys in that time. They do music that is bluegrass based, string band based, traditional music based, but it's the bass. It's what they do with it is they extend it, they elaborate it, and they've turned it into something different. The guitar player is quite a humble guy, and what he says is that we don't think there's anything wrong with traditional music. It's just this is the way we happen to play it, which I think is a real clear way and a humble way of saying what they do. It's 5 players. They've got a wonderful singer, lead singer by the name of Emma Beaton, a Canadian. All of the instrumentalists, they have a banjo player, mandolin, and guitar principally. They switch off on instruments, but those are their main instruments. Virtuoso players, but the virtuosity never gets in the way of the music. The band is about the overall sound of what they do. So all their technical ability, which is substantial, is really in the service of the sound that they're going for. They're young. Their background, you can hear that they're interested in rock and roll, and they're interested in folk music, and they're interested in everything, and it finds its way into their particular sound. So, and this is another group I found from another musician. It was for Sarah Jaros, last year's festival. I handed her the notebook and I said, "Who should it be?" And she gave me 3 names, and I listened to all 3 bands, and Joy Kills Sorrow was the one. I told her the next day, I think, Joy Kills Sorrow is the one that speaks to me. And she shook her head, and the violin player was shaking his head and said, "Yeah, we talked about some more. We thought so too."
Were they the first one she put on her list?
In this case, they were the second.
Oh, okay.
But there was only 3.